Hello.
Hello, Justin. How's it going?
Hey, what's up? So this is the first time I've ever been in this call, so very nice to meet you, first of all.
Nice to meet you too.
So let me just give you a slight update on like my 1 of 10 experience firstly.
Yes, sir.
So about 3 months ago, there was another strategist who used to get on calls. His name was Lud.
Yes, he used to be with us.
Yeah, yeah. And basically, he helped me came up with well, not come up, but he helped me with like packaging, especially for my latest video, and that video blew up. And now it
Oh
has like
wow,
2 million views.
2 million views, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Put
crazy.
pop a
And
print screen
packaging
of that,
was
or
really simple. We just basically copied the Rebound, the NBA channel, its packaging, and yeah, that's going great. And now I want to double down with the whole Ronaldo concept because that was what the video was about Ronaldo.
could
The
you?
video that I'm
Sorry, if I could just pause
sorry,
you just for a moment. Could you pop your channel in the chat and then I can pull it up
most
to
definitely, yeah,
screen record?
yeah.
Sorry, to show
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
why you
I
like talking.
would want to keep in mind that I had a lot more videos. I'm just like rebranding, and I thought the
Sure.
other videos weren't as relevant now. You know?
Yeah, no worries, no worries. But yeah, I'll just if I can pull up your channel and share screen just so we have context.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, well, while we're waiting for Justin to get his mic back, I think what he said was the channel Rebound
If you can see
is where Lud was maybe advising him on packaging. So I guess there we go. So it looks like a remix of maybe one of these basketball style thumbnails here. Maybe even that. Yeah, there we go. Something like this, just with Ronaldo and a football. So obviously Ronaldo, what we would consider Ronaldo in YouTube would be what we call a viral vector. So as in basing videos around Ronaldo or massive stars within the sports niche is a great way to kind of get more views and wins, especially if you can find a video that has a unique angle that maybe someone else hasn't covered before. And this note, funnily enough, this airless idea as well came. It was Brandon Volek, I think it was, which is another one of our kind of 1 of 10 case studies. Let me pull up Justin again. Let's see if he's got his mic back.
Hello.
Yo, well,
Okay, great. I'm so
technical
sorry about
glitches. Yeah,
that.
it's alright. I started improvising.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I still was hearing you, but some technical issues.
but this is. I was just saying. Did you know? Did you know if Ludmil he was inspired as
Yes,
well
yes.
after
I
this?
told him about the earliest concept. I got it from Brandon's channel.
Yeah. So I think he's also a 1 of 10 user who kind of combined another couple of
Yep,
videos to do this. So then you're combining then almost like a remix of a remix. And then was it
yep.
was it based off of this kind of packaging here with the holding the basketball in
Yes,
the
exactly. I think there was a LeBron James video, but some very similar.
that must have been this one, the more recent one, right?
Yeah, yeah,
There we go. That's what I thought. Fantastic stuff. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, it shows that even obviously you were saying like you had more videos before, but it's just like
of course.
once you get that momentum, just using formats. And I think the idea is obviously what carries this here. It's just like you've got Ronaldo with alongside like an interesting concept
Yeah,
there with an airless football, because you can obviously see through an airless bike. It's just like bike is a big thing. People are interested in cool kinds of bikes. So within the sports niche, it perfectly translates into, I guess, an interesting like cool football. I'm curious about the video itself. Like, yeah, it looks like you're going from a kind of storytelling IRL perspective there.
yeah, yeah. So the part where people really liked was me narrating his game before me trying to even give him the ball. Yeah, and it surprised me. Like the retention graph, literally,
Yeah.
instead of going up, it literally went up by like 2% after 5 minutes of narrating the game, which is crazy.
That's really interesting from like a storytelling perspective.
Yeah.
How do you come about planning a video like this? Because I guess there's some things that you can kind of control, and there's a lot that you can't control, right?
It was a lot of scripting, and I took also inspiration from Foot Crunch's video. I surprised Haaland with a custom football, but then when I came about to go and travel myself 2 weeks before, Foot Crunch did an I surprised Ronaldo version of that. Which is crazy, but I took a lot of inspiration from it, so I can't complain at all.
That's great. I mean, 2 million views is a massive win. So what's the plan?
Yeah.
What's the plan now going forward with
Yes, I was going there. So the next video is going to be this in the chat.
Let me have a look at this. Can 50 players beat Ronaldo for $10,000?
So what I'm planning to do, is create a video where it's a 50-player competition where every challenge from the 7 is well, it's going. Let me say this. Okay, so it starts with 50 and it becomes 1 eventually. There's a winner. Every single challenge from the 7, it's a Ronaldo team's challenge. For example, the first one is dribbling and seeing how fast people can go. The second one, I bought a cardboard cutout of Ronaldo's header, iconic header, and they're just seeing if someone can beat his like sensational feats, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I really want to do, which I think has never really been done before, is I want to make it feel like it's a football tournament, right? But I want it to feel like it's like Mr. Beast Squid Game.
Yeah, basically, I was getting Beast Game vibes from the kind of
Yeah. So, for example, the first challenge to really prove that this isn't your normal football challenge, because even for this video, the Ronaldo Airless Football, I tried to make it not for football fans, like Foot Crunch went down the football fans, I went down the broad appeal and a bit more kid-friendly approach to it,
Yeah.
So yeah, for example, the first challenge of Can 50 Players Beat Ronaldo is basically Squid Games, the first game with the doll, but it's you dribbling also. So yeah, we have 2 drones operators, 5 cameramen for that, so it's gonna be huge. And I really wanted to feel like, okay, yeah, this is different,
That sounds really exciting. I think the difficult thing that you'll have to navigate with, I guess, 50 players is obviously from a storytelling perspective, how do you focus in quicker maybe on certain individual characters?
That's right. Yeah, so for that, I'm gonna hire a story producer for that video for the first time. So yeah, it will definitely be my main concern to come up with a story where there's character arcs and all that.
Yeah, I guess first of all is just capture everything. But I think
For
also
sure.
maybe with the nature of the games, what it sounds like is maybe first round will cut out a big chunk of people, and then the later rounds are closer and more competitive between
Yeah,
a smaller
yeah.
group
So
of
I was
people.
thinking first round, at least 20 will be eliminated
Yeah,
or 30.
yeah,
We'll see.
basically half gone. So it's
Yeah, 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 yeah.
2 straight away.
And then like after that, there's going to be a lot of interactions with me and them personally sharing their opinions and stuff and strategies. And yeah, I have a lot of it scripted down, but I definitely also want it to like flow naturally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that balance between like obviously you want some kind of structure and storytelling kind of foundation underneath everything, but then at the same time you don't want it so rigid that it feels like just very formulaic,
For
and
sure,
boring
for
to
sure.
watch. But
Yeah, so my question mostly was in terms of thumbnail. Is there anything you suggest? I was actually looking at the A/B tests of these 5 videos, and I honestly do have kind of an idea,
yeah,
but I was just maybe asking you if there's,
Well, I feel like definitely you've got
you
to
know,
have Ronaldo featured big enough in there again.
for
Because
sure,
yeah,
for
I
sure.
mean that's the obvious one. Um, I mean on the basis of I think the style of even your previous thumbnail, what's quite nice about it is it's like it works really well, but it's also not overly complicated. So I think
Yeah.
obviously you want something that's gonna represent the game, such as I guess it's the challenges. So I wonder if you could look at the Squid Game thumbnails where they've isolated a single like a single player and remix one of like the Squid Game ones because I guess it's like that kind of a
Mm.
game aspect. So just in terms of like composition, if you are kind of mimicking Squid Game challenges into the football, there might be a little bit of like a
It's
remix.
mostly the first challenge, but
Yeah.
um, yeah,
So
I think that will actually, maybe people might not understand it in the
yeah,
thumbnail.
because you don't want to make it confusing at the same time. Um,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering in terms of like placement of in terms of just like composition and placement of figures and stuff. I wouldn't like brand
Mhm.
it as a Squid Games football thing and try and mix the
No,
two.
no, 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 no.
That would be confusing. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe no. I feel like YouTube search has become just this. I guess this is why 1 of 10 is becoming so flipping useful. Let's search Squid Game, see what comes up on 1 of 10 here. Um, but yeah, I think just I guess replicate the only thing I'd be I think the momentum of your previous like 2 million views will help carry a lot of that audience into this one if you get it out like fast
Yeah.
enough. Which is obviously a big win. The only thing I would be a little bit concerned about versus like your previous ideas, I think one of the reasons your previous idea did so well is because it has that kind of unique angle to it. Whereas in the packaging side of, let's just say, what was the title? It was like, can 50 players beat Ronaldo for $10,000? It does feel a bit more generic from the like YouTube side of things. As in, like, can something do this and win X amount of money? Whereas like an airless football, I feel like there's a lot of clicks there because it's like, oh, airless football, like how does that work? And
Mhm.
then surprising runner, like this is a really unique
Um,
idea. Um,
what I'm trying to do for the Ronaldo especially is combine novelty with Ronaldo.
yeah,
So half the title is Ronaldo, half the title is novelty.
yeah,
So I guess the novelty is 50 players beat, you know?
yeah. How many can 50 players beat? Have had many people done can 50 players beat, or is that like a exceptionally large
No,
number
no.
of
I got the inspiration from Mr. Beast's React channel. It's in one of the five inspiration videos I sent.
yeah, damn. So actually that might be a winning novelty right there. 100 kids versus one pro. Yeah, I think yeah, because the thing with the kids, I think the unique angle there is it's kids. It's like can the kids beat the pro? Um,
Mm-hmm.
Strangers in a home is kind of like there's a degree of risk there of or like danger. It's like oh who are these people who are gonna come into someone's home? Test a
Yeah.
footballer's strength. Um, Obviously I feel like sometimes it's a bit difficult to remix off of channels like Mr. Beast. Sometimes they're good for maybe like looking at a total addressable like market cap. Um,
Mm.
but when Mr. Beast is doing like beat this big guy, win $1 million or something like
For sure, for
Beast
sure.
could drop mostly anything and get like obviously 100 million views.
Yeah.
Um, but I also do
Do you
believe
think a good thumbnail would be that Ronaldo thumbnail, but instead of Mr. Beast, there's like a kid? I mean, not a kid. Like the 50 players.
um, beat Ronaldo. look at the title again. I think that the win here is obviously you've got momentum from the previous video, so it should, when you upload
Yeah.
it, should push it out to a big chunk of that audience who watched your previous video. 100 kids versus 1 pro. Because I think something which is almost like mid action like this is really interesting.
I mean, could we just go on the A/B tests of Mr. Beast's Ronaldo video?
We can, but I don't know if I have. I don't think I've got was it view stats that you use for A/B tests?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have view stats installed.
Okay.
Do you have it installed, or we could
Yes, I actually do.
you could share screen if you want.
Sure,
check out
yeah.
the A/B test of that. Let me stop screening my one. I should do that, to be honest, to check the A/B tests. But by the way, anyone
Yeah.
who's listening, feel free to start dropping your channels, questions, comments in the chat, and then we can like rotate as we go through. All right, Suni, if you're up next, all right, we'll finish discussing the packaging, and then Suni, I'll bring you up next to have a discussion.
Okay.
All right, great, Justin, I can see your stuff.
Cool. So these are the A/B tests. Of course, I need to also confirm that there's 50 players, so it's gonna be difficult. But so I really like this concept for sure. But there's 50 players on this side.
I do think that is one of the clearest concepts, certainly.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Yeah.
if you could get a really cool shot of actual like 50 people and then just obviously clean it up for like
And
thumbnail.
would you suggest this side being a drone shot or it being the same angle as Ronaldo's face, sort of?
I think same angle would be cleaner, just because you know how like
Okay.
the backgrounds line up and you've just
Yeah,
got the clear
yeah.
landscape. Like a drone shot, having two perspectives mixed is a bit confusing.
That's so true. That's so
Yeah,
true.
so-
For example, you know Dantic's viral video?
The point of view ones, or
Yeah. So I think you're saying it's basically the same thing, you know? It's the same kind of angle.
as in facing the crowds. Yeah,
Yeah. You see it?
yeah. That's it's a legendary thumbnail.
Actually, this Dantic's video kind of confirms that this will work.
Yeah.
There's also like the additional information, but instead there's the verses instead.
Yeah, I think it's just one big thing is obviously going to be like how you obviously affirm the click once people
Yeah.
are clicking too. So because I'm a big believer in also just is that you can get people to click, but the format and the storytelling, especially with the kind of videos that you're doing, is also what's going to carry it into virality. And the fact that you managed to pull that off with the previous, if you manage to navigate the difficulties of like the 50 players and everything, and
So here's the hook of my video. So it's a drone shot, then it's a whip pan into Ronaldo, right? And then it's back, and I have like a $10,000 check, and they're like just saying hooray.
yeah, I mean that.
And then it's just straight into the challenge because there's realistically no why to it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give some context or a tease that there might be Ronaldo at the end. I don't know.
Just get some Timu version. Get like a Ronaldo lookalike.
Yeah.
So we're like, sorry guys, he was a little bit pricey.
Actually, I'm thinking of like teasing that there's gonna be someone special at the end, but then it's a keeper that plays for the national team instead, you know. But he's dressed up with the Portugal thing, so it's getting people excited, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if the video is entertaining and good, by the time people get to the end, they love you anyway. So even if you put a little prank on them-
Also, for that video, I actually didn't get to surprise Ronaldo, but honestly, the comments were just pure positivity. So
yeah, I mean, people understand that kind of.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think this is a kind of a lovable clickbait, not a hateable kind of clickbait.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So yeah, I feel like if people are entertained, then they win. If they're not entertained, then you're gonna get hated on. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
you've got the
Yeah.
entertainment sorted. But
So I think we kind of agree that this might be the main concept, and maybe um, we can kind of do something similar with the 100 kids versus one pro in a football match with them running, but then make it sort of more Squid Gamey,
yeah,
as you said.
and just have
Okay.
make sure
Okay.
like Ronaldo is featured as like the main.
Yeah, I think for that I'll definitely hire a thumbnail artist
Yeah, that's gonna be a
to
complex one.
yeah, to convey it better.
All right, thank you very
Okay, sounds
much.
good.
Great,
Yeah,
Justin. Yeah, I'm
awesome.
excited to
Yeah,
hear about that. And you know,
for sure. Yeah, I'll
I'll
keep you
drop.
updated.
Have you dropped Ladmo a DM about that at all? He'd probably love to hear that your video went
Oh
really
yeah,
well.
I did. He
Great
was
stuff.
like, "Congrats, bro."
Great stuff. All right, thanks, Justin. In a bit.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas. Peace.
All right, sweet. Okay, Suni, we're bringing you up.
Hello, can you hear me?
Sick. Go in again.
How you doing? Good to hear you.
Not too bad. Good. Yeah, we can hear you just fine. How's it going?
Cool.
How's the progress on the videos, the ideas?
It's doing great. I just finished the second one, and I am full steam in the third one. I'm aiming for the ambitious 24th for this big project, because that's when the Chainsaw Man movie comes out.
Ooh.
And of course, my third video will be the making Chainsaw Man in real life. So I just wanted to. The thumbnails hasn't been made yet because I don't know how the designer's gonna do it per se. I'm thinking I need the actual real engineering product in the shot, so I think he has to wait a bit. And hopefully, I get it to him soon. But in terms of the concepts I have, I just want you. I was hoping you could see them and eyeball them, see what your thoughts
Yeah,
are.
sure. Do you want to share screen or
Yeah, I'm just prepping this stuff.
no worry?
Yeah, I have a I have a disgusting 3D print farm right now in the room next to me. So it's an interesting process.
Bro is just printing stuff like it feels you must feel like Tony Stark.
Actually, though, so I'm guessing you can see the inspiration here too. I just saw this in my home feed, and this is a pretty cool creator in general. I was thinking some cool dynamic shots. I think we talked about it before, but constraint is for my video is that I'm making a separate Chainsaw Man for me. It's like I'm not wearing him. Yeah, I'm making a mannequin that's able to become Chainsaw Man basically, and I thought, oh, this one kind of fits all my constraints of like, okay, cool, like kind of mid action, cool vibes, little serious tone I kind of enjoy too, and more importantly, I thought just my little direction of it, some paint real fast. Same thing. I have like half the mannequin kind of hanged up on chains, halfway done, and I have like I'm holding up the arm to the body, kind of like measuring it up. Yeah.
I guess context of the video. Are you going to be doing a lot? Because I guess just in terms of click affirmation and the nature of this Iron Man video, obviously it's like number one is in the film Tony Stark's building Iron Man in a similar kind of way in the workshop, like coming down, and Alex Labs, I'm assuming he does a lot of like building and engineering videos.
Oh yeah.
Are you going more on the basis of the engineering side of things, or is it going to be more storytelling? And I remember last time we were discussing, like, for example, even putting the mannequin in like different places, or like
Right.
a way to tell a story around it. Like,
I think
what angle are you taking with the video? Because I feel like that's very important for the packaging.
yeah, it's gonna definitely be more engineering towards. I think the title's gonna be clickbaiting towards that more in the sense of like, oh, I made this for real. In terms of story, I fleshed it out entirely. So unfortunately, I don't think I fit in the. Though I love the idea, honestly. That could be a short, easily. Of like surprising people with it in public. That'd be good advertisement. But yeah, it's still gonna. Honestly, it's gonna be It's a little ambitious. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still an engineering video, but I call it ambitious because I think it's a little meta if people like engineering videos a lot. This could be some story elements. I think it just fits in naturally, just because this is my most favorite series in the world. So of course I have a lot of personal stories connected to it, and
'Cause-
I am kind of gonna. Well, every engineering video kind of ends with you making the thing, kind of like a weapon, and you just cut up some fruit, right? And I'm just gonna try to twist that a bit by like, oh, instead we do that a bit, and then surprise, it's kind of like a very kind of high effort type thing where we try to create some cinematic shots of the anime with the props we made or the engineering things we made.
Because I think one thing is like, okay, so if I'm looking at the Iron Man video, it's like
Yeah,
you've got Iron Man aesthetic, you've got Iron Man vibes. The questions I've got in my head is like, can he wear the suit? Like,
right.
can he? Are there weapons?
That's a good
Like,
point.
can he shoot
That is a
stuff?
good point.
So it's kind of like the engineering point is there, but there's the curiosity there is also like, oh flip, does the suit actually work? Like, what is he gonna look like when he puts it on? Whereas with I
Right.
feel like with the Chainsaw Man, it's kind of like you build a cool model, but my question is like, what are you gonna do with it? And you could
Exactly. Right.
could kind of suggest something in the thumbnail. Like I was even wondering because it's anime as well. It's like this
Yeah.
matches Iron Man aesthetics, but does Iron Man? I'm not saying not to do it from the engineering perspective because if that's what the
Yeah,
video is
yeah.
about, then that does make sense. But what anime aesthetic can you also bring into the packaging there? So, for example, like if you did some kind of put the mannequin or whatever in some kind of like action shot and then just had the thumbnail artist make it look like the chainsaw is spinning or like you're trying to dodge it or
Right,
something,
right.
like almost like you brought Chainsaw Man to life and that's what it looks like in the thumbnail. And then obviously the narrative of the video is you building and pretty much bringing Chainsaw Man to life, right? Like life size.
Right.
And then at the end you could do some goofy like edits or something that kind of I guess affirms the fun of the video and the vibe
Right.
of Chainsaw Man, or whether you do some funny narration on top or like you're pretending to talk to him or whatever. But because Chainsaw Man is also like a really weird and goofy like anime as well, despite all
Right,
the
exactly.
gore and the serious of it too. So it's like
Mhm.
if you're gonna attract that fan base, I feel like also
Right.
maybe the packaging and the video needs to reflect that a little bit too, which I'm sure you will, like naturally speaking. But I wonder if like just fully doing that kind of Iron Man aesthetic is a little bit too like gritty and feels like war and metal, whereas Chainsaw Man needs a bit more like vroom and like action and
Yeah, absolutely.
where's the
I totally
anime
agree.
kind of
Yeah.
elements in it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess I definitely will have more of a mid-action shot, like you said, of using it for sure. I can't think of a composition on the top of my head for sure.
I
That'll
guess
be
it's
one of
also,
them.
it's also going to be the practicality of the model itself, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Although if the
Uh,
thumbnail artist is a good one.
yeah. Let's hope. Let's hope he could do it. I think he could do it, but I think. Well, in terms of me wielding the Chainsaw Man, practically, like his arms have long sticks that is pointing at the end because we're using pole saws, which is just chainsaws on a stick, basically. To use that on his arm. So kind of that way, I could have a shot where I'm like kind of puppeteering it in all in one shot. I don't know if that sounds a little lame, to be honest. A little like gut reaction, like if like, you know, uh, as cool as I'm able to make it, it still has like sticks that and it's sticking out of it. You know what I mean? Where I'm like kind of controlling it. So I don't know if that's a good direction for thumbnail.
Well, the way one direction I was also thinking is building almost like stakes into the thumbnail, because obviously like chainsaw arms are dangerous as hell, right? So like
Right.
imagine you're interacting with the figure in some way, or it's almost like you're getting attacked by the figure or
Right,
something.
right. It's like kind
And
of
then
okay.
on
Yeah.
the thumbnail guy can just do like, it looks like the chainsaw spinning and you're just like, is it maybe inches away from your face or something?
Right.
And you're like
I could totally
shocked
see that.
or
Yeah.
something along those lines. That would suit like yo, this is like it looks real enough that it's like yo, this is kind of like a real life Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Hmm.
so there's that I think that would be something interesting to think about. Because
I like that.
because I feel like also
Mhm.
Chainsaw Man, like as a main character as well, he's just very even like up to date in the manga. It's very like unpredictable.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's literally the kickback nature of the chainsaw, like you said, of like it being bringing danger to me.
if
I guess just
you know if you
uh
didn't if you weren't gonna get like probably censored for it, I would say you know like the one that Justin has just sent in the chat. Have you
Mhm.
standing there, you being like cut in half by the
buy it.
but I think
I
that
could
video would be like put to like 18 plus instantly or like yeah,
I think
I wouldn't
with the
advise doing that.
actual, we're gonna have some fake blood in it, so I think it will. I mean, we're gonna color grade it into a different color, just because the mangas, plays with the colors like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's hope YouTube does. I think YouTube already calls it plus 18 already.
Yeah.
I guess. Again, I love all that. I'm definitely writing that down. But I guess one last concept I have too is basically I kind of part of the story as well, where I am essentially turning these minifigures into bigger and better versions of themselves, if that makes sense. Because
So-
there is an action figure of Chainsaw Man, so let's say I'm like holding it, and then some arrow
So
into.
like a progression.
Not saying there's an arrow, but it's like
So, so a
in
progression
terms of composition.
concept, basically.
Yeah, just progression of like, okay, we see this little figure in my hand, and clearly, kind of like through the composition, you could kind of like see how he like
What that makes me
Chainsaw Man
think
taking
of
up
is
the rest of the scene. Yeah.
is the classic like kids formats in like gaming. Like I upgraded Spider-Man, you know, like the GTA.
Yeah, exactly that.
games.
Yeah.
Would that I feel like to do that though, you might have to change even the angle of the video slightly in terms of like making the whack one first, the medium one second, and the amazing one third, right? There would have to be a element of progression. I feel
There
like-
is a
yeah,
progression thing,
there
but
is.
I wouldn't. It does kind of escalate, and I think they're all cool on my bias. But I'm making Pochita first, just like a one-to-one that I'm making that in real life, and then from there I'm making, like of course the action figure into the real life version, and then the last one is it doesn't even exist. I'm planning to make some custom stuff of some devils that don't exist just for the shot. So. Technically, that's the most extensive over the kill shot, progression.
Yeah. I guess it would be like a question of click affirmation. So it's like
Yeah,
if I'm clicking on an upgrading Spider-Man video, then I better see Spider-Man upgrading, not like if I click on the
Mhm.
video and then I see there's a weird Wolverine and then there's a weird Hulk and then there's a cool Spider-Man, I'd probably be a bit confused, right?
yeah, that's the difficulty of it. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, this is very insightful. I think, like you said, I think the mid-action shot is simplest and also makes the most sense. Like
yeah,
kind of.
I think it's like if that is the payoff of your video and what you're going to be doing with it, I think featuring something cool with that suggests some kind of story, stakes, whatever it is you kind of introduce into the video narrative is probably the most straightforward way to go. And then I guess obviously it's like if something doesn't work immediately or doesn't get momentum, you can kind of start switching up the packaging depending on how you film the video. But yeah, I think obviously get that model built and then just like experiment to see what you can do with it when your thumbnail artist.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
But, yeah.
I guess for the mid-action shot, do you think I should spoil this big action, because it ends with this big action shot where we replicate this certain shot where Chainsaw Man is stabbing this zombie devil. This specific shot, if you could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking turn this on the side or keep it as is, and I'm just behind Chainsaw Man here, kind of like helping him do that action.
As in for the thumbnail or
Yeah.
I think it might be a bit confusing for the thumbnail. I think
Right. Okay.
having so Justin was saying too many elements. I agree. I think you and the figure doing something cool or like
Mhm.
interacting in an interesting way, which builds enough curiosity for a click, whether that be to do, as I was saying, like suggest some form of danger, comedy, like whatever angle you take,
Mhm.
like that works. Whereas I think doing that, number one, I feel like from a thumbnail design perspective, that's like just complex.
Yeah, way too
It's
much.
more
I agree.
niche. Like even someone who doesn't watch Chainsaw Man might be like, yo, what's this cool chainsaw hand dude being attacked or
Mhm.
attacking this dude or whatever it is. Like it's more interesting. Whereas that I think makes it much more niche to like Chainsaw Man fans and almost makes it feel a bit more fake versus you just
Yeah.
interacting with so I wouldn't go that direction. But if you could create something cool for like the payoff or just like getting people to stay at the end for like recreating scenes for the fans that are watching, I think that's like a good thing to do in video. But from a thumbnail perspective, probably a bit confusing.
I appreciate it. Thank you again.
Cool, sweet. If anyone has any more questions or if you want to come on stage for a bit, feel free. Bridal Sewing has requested to speak. Our regular Bridal Sewing.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello. Going well.
Last
I
time
just
we
had a
spoke,
question.
we were doing the.
Pardon?
I say last time we spoke, you were doing the. You're testing out the shorts live streams, the shopping live streams, right?
The vertical live streams. I'm still doing those. They're doing really well in terms of like, I feel like they're coming up in search. They are getting me some new subscribers, but I feel like it's more, solidifying, my core audience and giving them what they need. So it's not doing anything for like any amount of impressive growth, I would say.
Mm,
The main thing I'm concerned about right now is my upload cadence for long forms has not been great over the summer and early fall.
yeah.
Um, my audience is just either gone or busy. It's like vacation and then the busiest time of the year for us. So I don't always get great views this time of year anyways. So I just kind of slacked off on my long form. Some years I've taken the approach of like, well, let's upload some evergreen stuff just so it's there when they come back. But this year I slacked off, and I've been doing more of the vertical live stream and stuff. So when I've done that in the past for several months, maybe 6 months, I'll find my AdSense revenue tanks, and it's because my views start coming from India.
Mm.
YouTube is like, stick your nose in the corner, you bad person. You're not you're not uploading enough. So you're going to India. Off you go. And so my RPMs go way down. Well, my RPMs have been low, but I was just thinking might be because of views. And I looked at it yesterday and I'm like, wow, my second most popular country is India now. It's usually US, UK, Australia.
Mm.
And now it's like US and India. I'm like, oh great, I'm in trouble again.
Is that coming
So
from short form though, or
it's
is
the
it
long form. Yeah.
is it a particular
So
video that has hit like maybe just a bigger Indian audience, or is it just you think all your long form generally speaking? Because sometimes you can check maybe there's a video that started to be picked up by the algorithm somewhere, but it's just being pushed to a certain kind of audience or
okay. Yeah, I actually didn't poke around too deeply to find out. I got a notification from YouTube that my second biggest audience was India for the past month.
mm,
So I didn't know if you felt like it was more because of my upload cadence. That's when I've seen it happen in the past. Or I have heard some chatter about people saying that they had to cut off the multi-language because they found that their content was getting pushed to lower paying countries when they had
yeah.
the multi-language enabled. And I did enable that. What's
Yeah,
your thought on multi-language?
that might be one of the reasons behind it.
Okay.
I have heard as well, like there's a lot of big creators keeping it turned off because even though, for example, I mean, they've got crazy momentum and like core audiences across the West, anyways. But once they once they push out, and even though they're getting more views, the overall RPM drops, and then it's the
Yeah.
question of like, where is the algorithm? Then you could say like splitting audiences or pushing out content. It's like because YouTube sometimes it's just never like just black and white on what's happening. You just have to like suspect something that's happening. It's kind of like if something isn't broken, then don't fix it. And
Yeah,
more views doesn't always equal more money. So I guess it
definitely
depends on the
not. Yeah.
context of it's like, are you just a brand going for pure brand reach, or is it you're just focusing on like the exact audience that you want? Is it from a business perspective? Is it just from a casual entertainment perspective? It's like some entertainers, maybe they just want to be everywhere and they're happy to put out their videos across dubbed,
Yeah. Well,
dub
for
their videos
me,
across
my
everywhere.
channel funnels to courses and they're English speaking. So I really do mostly only want English speaking
Yeah.
viewers.
So yeah, it might make sense to
To turn that off.
maybe not do the dubbed because
Okay.
yeah, I have heard about RPM dropping because as well this time of the year is usually when like some people's RPMs double at this time of the
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I've still got like access to analytics of like my previous clients, and sometimes just from a data perspective, I do poke around to see what's like happening. And
Mm-hmm.
like I see previous clients I've had their RPM, like the monthly revenue from ads, it literally doubles around like this past month basically. So so yeah, if you have momentum around like this last quarter of the year, it can be like a really big win when it comes to AdSense. But obviously
Yeah.
from a business perspective as well, I think you want to target customers that obviously are interested in your content, but are also able, like I guess economically speaking, to buy from you as well, which makes sense to
Yeah,
I guess keep it to the
exactly.
UK, Australia, and USA. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. That's kind of what I was leaning toward, but I just wanted to bounce it off you and see
sure.
what you thought. I should be able to get toward the end of October. My views should pick up through near Christmas, and then it dies until February. And then we do fairly well from February till about May.
Yeah,
It's very
January is a
seasonal.
rough month for everyone, with the exception of maybe like fitness channels.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, January like that
Okay.
kind of yeah end of December January time is always like yeah a bit of a rough time for YouTube. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, uh,
I
but
will.
yeah,
I can't wait for Vid Summit. I gotta pack here in 2 days, I guess I gotta pack. We leave out Sunday, we'll arrive Monday.
very exciting.
Can't
Haven't been
wait
before
for it.
myself, but yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be there this year, but maybe next year we'll see.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the 1 in 10 booth that you guys have.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Isn't it a booth or table or something?
Yeah, we did a lot of design around that, so we worked hard on that one. We're gonna
I can't wait to see
try and
it.
have some stuff to give out and just yeah have everyone like talk to the team, do live demos, and just have things just like cycling there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic,
All right. Well, thank you. You have a lovely day.
great stuff, and you too. Thanks for jumping in.
Bye.
All right,
Yeah. Thank you for taking my question.
that's all right. All right, we probably have time for like one or two more maximum. So, uh, so yeah, okay. So Juice, you invite. I'll pull you up first, and then Abby, we can have you join afterwards quickly because I'm going to be finishing around 3. So, um, hello. Um, it appears as though your mic is muted. Feel free to keep dropping questions in the chat, anyone. If there's quick questions, I can kind of answer off the top of my head while we get sorted out from the mic perspective. Sometimes when joining the stage, it even happens with me. There's no audio for some reason. So if you want, you can leave and then rejoin.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm basically I've got a YouTube channel and I've been running it for a few years and I'm just at a point where I'm not sure what I'm doing in terms of my thumbnails or my titles. I'm not sure why my videos aren't performing well.
Sure.
And I don't know if it's my niche or if it's my video style. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So I'm kind of at a weird point.
Do you want to send
I
through
published,
your channel
yeah,
and we can have a look?
yeah. Do you want me to put the link in?
Yeah, stick the link in, and then I
Yeah.
can have a
Okay.
browse.
Okay, because basically I posted a video last night, and I don't know. I know it's too soon to judge what's going on with the video, but I'm just feeling that it's not going to do well. And what the previous person said about the multi-language thing, I did notice that my views dropped when I did enable that. So I don't know if it's that either.
Dropping.
So there's so many different things that I'm hearing, and I just don't know what's going on really.
Yeah, usually some. I mean, regarding that, it shouldn't necessarily be a view drop. It would be
Right.
It would be an RPM drop, which is obviously the average amount of money you're making, like per view, basically, or per 1,000 views.
Right. Yeah.
And you said you've been what has been your like frequency of uploads? It's looking about every.
To be honest, yeah. I mean, I've not been doing like a strict monthly or weekly upload schedule. I've just been trying to get something out maybe once every couple of months or once every month if I can.
Yeah.
I try and film in batches, and because it's only me filming, editing, and doing everything, it's been quite hard to stick to a long form, consistent weekly or bi-weekly schedule. So I've been trying to do batches, and September I had 2 videos come out, and just yesterday I posted a new one, and I'm about to get started on the next one. So yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get it more frequent, but I have been doing shorts as well as long form.
Yeah.
So I suppose if I consider shorts as well, I have been more frequent than just long form, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And in terms of like your core audience, do you know exactly who your audience is and who you want to reach? Is it a business perspective?
Yeah.
Is it just entertainment?
I would say it's more maybe educational and entertainment. I have created a kind of audience avatar so that I have a rough idea as to who I'm targeting, and I kind of target my videos to them. But yeah, it's just that I don't know. It's like I've done all that kind of research and sort of tried to speak to that avatar, but for some reason I just don't know if my videos are reaching that person or I'm not getting much views of that type. I don't know. I really can't tell.
I think the reason I'm asking a little bit about audience here is I feel like there probably is a bit of like segmentation when it comes to your content. So it's like,
right.
Even though like the overall, you could say angle would be like essentially like a fitness overall, because supplements and workout gear is all, I guess, related to fitness. It's like the packaging and you could say angling of your videos. It's like, this to me doesn't necessarily look like, I guess they're probably a fitness related earbud, but it looks like you've got like a tech video here, and then maybe like packaging here. It's just like maybe just looking at the thumbnail here, even though it's a supplement video, I would see this.
Which one are you looking
at? So can you see my live stream?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just sharing my screen on Discord.
Oh yeah, I'm quite new to Discord, so please.
I still get muddled up myself half the time. So if you head to the group, I should be like sharing my screen. I think I am. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this South Korea one, if I just looked at the thumbnail, I'd be thinking like you visited South Korea and something happened.
Yeah.
Obviously there's
Yeah.
like farming, but one thing as well is, I guess this is, you got some big views
Mm.
a few years. And let me look at your recent outliers. So your recent outliers, for example, 30-day challenges are really, really good.
Yeah.
Just in
Mm.
terms of like a format. So
Yeah.
obviously you've got a niche topic here, I guess, when it comes to, this is a form of supplement, I'm guessing, right? And then you documented
It is. Yeah.
30 days there.
Yeah. Yeah.
My question would be like, this audience here who is interested in a niche supplement, like this could be like really good for like supplement business, for example. But
Yeah.
then versus like an audience who might click on say like the wrong Metcon 9. Are these like a type
Right.
of running shoe or
Yeah. It's a gym kind of training shoe. Yeah.
so is the audience for, let's just say, a more niche supplement, is this audience here the same kind of audience that would watch something here? Obviously I think here is probably has a bigger total addressable market, so this is a wider reaching idea. But I think sometimes you've got to think of those kinds of details of who are the people watching my videos, and then the reason why views are probably fluctuating is because you've got like more niche ideas or niche, I guess, topics within like wider niches, such as like supplements. So like supplements, and then you've got more of a niche supplement here, and that can work really well for kind of getting some outliers like this, like 30 days of this thing, and then maybe not many people have done this, so there is a fair market for this kind of supplement. But then at the same time, you're doing like tech, you're doing like something that possibly almost comes across as like travel sometimes. I discovered Japan's oyster secret. This feels a little bit like travel-y as well.
The thing is, the reason why is that the kind of growth I've had over the years, it's been from me talking about headphones and trainers or sports footwear and stuff like that. So it's like when these new products come out, I feel like part of my audience that have kind of grown, that I've grown the channel with, they might still be there and they might still want to see that, and maybe YouTube will see me as an authority on that stuff. So when I did this recent one, the Metcon 10 video, when that new shoe came out, I thought I was kind of targeting more supplement stuff, because I thought some of my most successful videos have been on supplements. But when the shoe came out, I thought it's kind of I feel like I have to talk about this shoe, because like I said, my audience have been from that area. But I mean, in your view, are you saying that I should just drop the tech headphone stuff and the shoes and just focus on supplements? Is that what you think would be a better idea?
It's more about thinking about the intention of your channel, because it doesn't mean that you can't speak about those things, but it's more like what is the core idea of every video, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean the core thinking behind the channel is truth, honesty, and trust. So I just review everything from a kind of honest perspective. And I think that's in my my YouTube banner. It's like everything is truthful, honest, and trustworthy. So I'm just speaking as a person who's a regular guy who's just trying this stuff out, and I'm gonna give you the facts about it.
I think it's like, in terms of like a principle behind the channel, I think it's great principle. But what I'm talking about is like from an audience perspective, because it's like, that's great from a principle perspective, but then from a content perspective, it's like the way YouTube works is obviously you just have audiences that will watch certain content, and it's can you grab that audience and can you get them to watch your content? Can you understand one single audience you can keep bringing back that is large enough to, whether it be supply you with views, business, whatever it is? But it's like it has to be a very kind of specific avatar in today's landscape, because it's just like, unless you just have that massive channel power where you can just upload anything, like Alex Hormozy, right, can do any video on business, it doesn't matter, it's gonna do well. So unless you have that, it's like you need to work out what is the, like, who really are you trying to like reach out to? Is it people who are interested in niche supplements? Because then you could become a major authority in all of these like trending niche supplements, or just be like a supplement guy. is it like
Yeah.
fitness tech? Is your angle a unique angle on some kind of fitness tech? I would even say like fitness tech is possibly like too wide, unless you are doing
Right.
like interesting challenges or like 30-day stuff, or maybe testing it in some kind of weird way. You know, like there are those tech channels who are just like, they just try and break tech and stuff. And like there was some of
Yeah.
those guys that blew up from the unique angle that they're
Yeah.
doing there.
Yeah.
I think obviously it's like, from your perspective and the way you make content, like honest reviewing and that straightforwardness is really good.
Yeah.
But in the day and age where like pretty much everyone is, I mean, obviously you've got there is a mix of like honesty, like authenticity, and those who are just being paid to say stuff. But
Yeah.
there is like unlimited supply of like, I guess you could say like tech reviews and stuff like that as well. So it's more
Yeah.
about, number one, you can trend jack, where it's like, okay, if there is a big enough TAM, total addressable market, on the products that are coming out, if you're quick enough with your
Right.
upload, you can get some traffic there. But
Yeah.
my question would be like, number one, it's who are you targeting, and number two, how are you ideating? Because ideally you want to do like obviously like evergreen videos.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once you can, I think things will be much easier for you once you really understand who you're targeting in a bit more of a
Right.
focused kind of sense. Because I feel like there
Right.
is a bit of like segmentation here between the different audiences that you're kind of getting to when it comes
Right.
to like your
Okay.
own stuff, tech stuff, fitness. It's like
Yeah.
you're reaching into a lot of like wide reaching niches. But I feel
And
like excuse me, it looks like a lot of your supplement stuff has done really well.
yeah, that's the thing. It's doing well, but one of the things that I struggle with is, like you said, knowing about who you're targeting, but I find it hard to understand, like to kind of understand who is watching. If that, like, obviously I know you've got analytics, but it's like I try and make a video that maybe talks to more of the supplement base, and then I make a supplement video and it doesn't get as many views as I thought. So I'm just like, should I still put more time and energy into it? Because I mean, if I do go down the supplement route, I'm happy to just go all out and just maybe start traveling more, explore supplements from all around the world, like I did in South Korea, which, like I said, it didn't do super well, but
Yeah.
who knows, it might still grow. But I'm just still not 100% sure if I should go down that route and leave behind the tech reviews and stuff like that. So I'm just a bit unsure of how to know my audience and how to speak to that specific person.
Are you looking up? Have you got other channels that you're looking at doing similar things to you, or maybe?
To be honest, yeah, to be honest, I don't really have, like, whenever I get asked about who are my competitors, I don't really have an idea of who's doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't really, because I'm not a doctor or I'm not a qualified what's it called, medicine person. I don't really have someone who I follow or I try and emulate. So it's just really been about me talking about stuff that I've tried out. I've not really been trying to compete with anyone.
Because what I would do is I'd start with like trying to find creators, because one thing that can really clarify audience is
Yeah.
looking at other creators who
Yeah.
you feel like have a very similar audience avatar, if not the same, to what you
Okay.
want. You look at the kind of problems that their audiences are saying, and like copy and paste all of their comments, throw them into ChatGPT and ask them what are the most things that people are asking in this comment section. Have a look
Right.
at like their biggest outliers. So let's say like Superfood Evolution here. I mean, a lot of this stuff, like you'll be able to pick up on big outliers, like what's the total addressable market for certain topics. Maybe
Okay.
you can have like unique angles or perspectives, whether it be on the basis of oh my God, dust in my throat.
So,
From your maybe like your travel or elsewhere. I think excuse me.
okay.
Another kind of interesting angle I've seen, which is why these kinds of 30-day challenges work, is this kind of before and after. It's like this
Yeah.
this thumbnail, the reason why it's working and the reason why I guess it's an outlier is you're suggesting like a benefit or a positive change which is happening here.
Yeah.
Whereas you look
Right.
at, for example, Korea's #1 supplement for men, the truth about ginseng. It's like,
Mm.
I mean, the views aren't terrible on this, but from a
Right.
packaging perspective, the title isn't really translating for me in the thumbnail.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of like maybe you are in South Korea, maybe you're traveling there. If I'm not looking at the title, which most people are going to look at the
Yeah.
thumbnail first, and
Right. Yeah.
what about ginseng is beneficial? Like, is it a slightly overweight person on the left suddenly ripped on the right? Is it
Yeah.
I look tired and no energy, and then you look a bit more like energetic on the right, like here you look a bit tired on the
Yeah.
left, and like there's an instant understanding there, even though I would say this is a little bit subtle, but like
Right.
the subtlety there also adds to the realism, right?
Yeah.
So think about that kind of before after like benefits or even negative effects of maybe some mainstream supplements and stuff there.
Yeah.
And just also you can look at what's done, like what has worked on your channel in terms of like packaging
Right.
or even
Yeah.
like formats that have worked, and honestly just double down instead of like
Yeah.
guessing like what your next video should be. Just use data. It seems like
Yeah.
a lot of your time-based videos of like, I did 2 weeks of this, I did 30 days of this. Obviously there's maybe this was like trending at the time.
Yeah.
And
I've actually sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, I've actually tried to focus on the storytelling kind of. I tried this, and this is what happened. Like you were saying, the timescale thing. But I'm trying to be more of a story, telling a story as to how it went along the way.
yeah,
I'm starting to see that might be a
because
good
people
way.
also, it's essentially what it is it's like the Ryan Trahan format. It's like people become invested in you as a personality and a creator, and it's not just
Yeah.
about the thing that you're trying anymore. It's also about they want to see you go along and do that thing. So
Yeah.
I think it's like if you were to do the supplements, I'd continue doing like the challenges, and have that, because that also matches with, I guess you could say, the principles of the way you're reviewing stuff as well. You're just recording yourself, you're telling people how you feel, and you're recording the
Yeah.
results, right?
Right. Yeah.
Whereas like best nuts for men's health and testosterone, skip these three, like you're probably competing against like massive nutritional channels or like big food channels that are making like the exact same kind of title and packaging, which
Yeah.
is going to make it very hard for you to like stand out.
Yeah. So you think the kind of me trying stuff out, showing my personality, that's more of a thing that is worth putting my energy into?
It certainly works very well for YouTube. But it's also, you got to think about the number one is like sustainability. It's like,
Right.
are you able to like do that all the time?
Yeah.
Do you need to have like 5 challenges and 5 supplements on it like every week for like the next 6 weeks
Yeah.
to get 5 videos out every, say, like 6 to 8 weeks or whatever it is?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to kind of tell stories and explore supplements and show that I've tried stuff, but I don't feel like it needs to be maybe 30 days. Just me, even if it's me just trying it on camera,
Yeah.
I'm happy to focus in on that kind of stuff. But it's more just, I'm happy to go down that route, but I've just not felt sure that is going to be a good endeavor, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think once again, it's honestly, if I were you, I'd just start like researching channels who are making the kinds of videos for the audience that you have in mind, and then study those. Like it will give you so much more clarity to understand what's doing well on their channels, what are their audience's problems, and then you can reflect on that, on everything that you've already done, and then just base all of like your ideation and your content going forward off of like positive data that you've got either from your own channel or like you could say like adjacent niches to you, or even niches that you feel like your audiences are watching.
Right. So just to kind of simplify what you've suggested, go to find someone who's talked about a supplement I've talked about, copy all of the comments, and then find within those comments the common questions and the common concerns from the audience. Is
Yeah,
that
so
roughly
you
what?
get a much bigger idea of the kinds of problems or reoccurring like questions that people have.
Yeah.
I mean, let's
Okay.
just say like, I mean, I don't have too many on this, but let's just say it's like I'm running an art channel. I'll just like follow, let's just say, loads of art channels who are making content similar to what I want.
Okay.
Like you just, I mean, this is obviously our tool, but like look at these like biggest like outliers. I'd probably go to like more
Yeah.
recent from like the past year to 6 months, because some things, a lot of
Right.
these trends will like fall off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you'll also spot like title formats. So like So Fast It Feels Illegal is a very common like format.
Okay.
And other things. The only thing you want to check is if you're making just like the same content or kind of like just slightly changing. So if I tried to make like what's the best way to find your art style, and I just did what's the greatest way to find your art style, like there's
Yeah.
no way I'd get an outlier as big as this. It's like sometimes it's core audience, momentum, and other things. But I think what's working about yours is actually some of your more slightly more niche angles has benefited you.
Right.
So it's like you're doing a mainstream kind of challenge, but with a slightly niche idea, which means that probably people haven't done it before.
Right.
Showing some kind of positive effect. And even if I didn't
Yeah.
know what this was, and I saw like a before after, like, oh, what is he taking to make himself feel better or do better? That's instant understanding for me from a psychological perspective there. So even if I don't know what this is, I might be curious enough to click to find out what it is.
Okay.
So yeah,
Right.
hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that's been very helpful. Is this event or this stage call, is it available once it's gone offline, or is it just
I am
here now?
yeah. So I've recorded everything. I upload it. So if you just if you scroll on the left on the Discord, there's like an official links thing, and I upload it to a YouTube playlist there. So you can even watch like previous ones if any of that stuff kind of helps discussing channels
Brilliant.
and stuff. But
All right, brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
use that.
you're welcome. And thank you to everyone coming. We have gone a little bit over time, so unfortunately I do have to head off now. But thank you all for the questions and everything. And I should be about next Friday. I'm off tomorrow. That's why I didn't do Friday this week. But take care, everyone, and all the best.
Go and drink some water.
I do need to.